Every crystal is meant to be broken. My dog just peed in the house for the first time in several days. So, yeah. But that was a good stretch for her. So, yeah, was at a friend's house yesterday for 4th of July. And he was the second person who said this, who I heard say this recently. But he said, he's older than me. So he was like, in 1976, when the U.S. had its 200th anniversary, like the whole country celebrated, even though the country maybe wasn't doing that great, because I think there was a recession at the time, all that kind of stuff. Everybody was into it. And maybe that's why, maybe because they needed something to pick them up. He said today, it's the 250th anniversary. It's not a big deal. It did not feel like a big deal, Like we were celebrating the 4th of July. We weren't celebrating the 250th, anniversary of our country. So, there's something to that. But there's people who think that the U.S. is a empire in decline. I don't agree with that statement. I actually think we're doing better than we ever have. Because you need historical perspective. I think even factually, we're doing better than we ever have. We might not be the only, power in the world, which is good. You don't want to be the only power in the world. I feel like the U.S. is in a transitional phase, but it's every bit as important as it's ever been, if not more so, because America is still America, and there's no other America. You know what I mean? It's not like, let's go to the other America. There is no other America. There's no other country that was founded on a dream. There's no substitute for the American dream. So, and you read in the news that everybody hates us and whatever. I think we're fed what people want us to believe. But, my understanding is in China, people still love American stuff. It's not like Chinese people hate Americans. Our governments are whatever, doing whatever they're doing. But, America is always going to be America. And if anything, I just keep getting impressed by the resilience of the foundation of this country, because it keeps proving itself, despite stuff that seems crazy, or despite stuff that looks like we're getting worse. In fact, we're getting stronger. Those institutions that maybe are tested, every time you're tested, you get stronger. And so they're just, they're unbelievably strong. So I think America's in great shape. And, to an extent, it gives people something to talk about, to say, oh, we're going down or whatever. But I don't see it that way. So I feel like we're at an inflection point, And I think the 300-year anniversary is going to be a blowout. It's going to be bigger than the 200. That's my prediction.